Alright, so begin with a quick synopsis of the scenario. What are the most significant issues facing the group? What are the first actions that must be taken? What are the key items needed? So the
You click the join button.
yeah. I guess he hasn't used Google Hangouts on air before. I mean, I need to get access to the actual scenario. My computer is freaking out. Can you hear my fan?
Your fan?
Yeah, like my computer fan. Okay, so we need to I don't know what to tell him. I don't know how he doesn't know how to get in.
I don't know, you can try something to invite again.
Maybe I can copy and paste the link at the top.
Yeah, maybe.
If that works. Okay, so the scenario for this survival activity, we've been traveling down a lake in Minnesota, I believe, and 15. What?
Our canoes are busted.
Okay.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I wasn't sure why it wasn't. Am I just supposed to copy the link and then go to that as the URL?
I'm not sure. Usually when I get invited to one, you just click on like the invite, and it says like click here to join the video, and you just click on the
Okay.
video thing.
Yeah, because I saw your invite, I clicked accept, but then it just brought up that box that was asking me to invite somebody. I don't know.
All right. Well, we're gonna get started. So we need to just talk about the actual scenario first of the survival case, about how we're kayaking down or canoeing down a river like 15 to 18 miles away from the closest road. And we had to go through lakes and rivers, and usually taking the land porting. And it says the terrain is about 70% land, 30% water, and the temperatures range from 25 degrees to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, often the same day. So it will usually rain one day, and the weather will be warm and clear the next, with the third day windy. And it's not easy to predict it. So it says, unfortunately, everyone fell out of the canoes and some banged against the rocks. Luckily, no one was killed, but one person suffered a broken leg and several others had cuts and bruises. Both canoes were damaged severely. Both were bent in half, one with an open tear of 18 inches. The other were 2 tears. We lost the packs that held the tent, most clothing, nearly all of the food, cooking equipment, the fuel, the first aid kit, and the flashlight. So now nobody knows. We have a permit, but nobody knows where we are. We're scheduled back in 4 days from now, so we have to either find the nearest city or survive until someone finds us, I think. And then we have to. So what are the first actions that we should do probably?
I don't know. I'm no expert, but I know just from like, Boy Scouts or whatever, and any survival shows I've seen, like I think the 2 things they say, what is it? You need shelter and you need water, a water source or something. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I mean, I definitely want to find, eventually be able to find a way out or find some help, but who knows how long we're going to be there, so maybe some type of shelter, water. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, that's what we have a few injured people, so we need
Yeah.
to, set up camp and fix the wounds. You can't go anywhere without that.
All right. One person has a broken leg, right? Does it say anything else about the other injuries? Um, let's see. No.
There's some scrapes and bruises, but I don't think
Bruises, scrapes, and stuff, but the main one's the broken leg. I think that we should probably like regroup, get an inventory of all the items that we have still, and then set up a plan for doing something for some people that are hurt, and then whoever's able to try and go find the road. I think that's what I would probably do. But
yeah.
So it says, what are the key items that we need? So it doesn't say the actual listing, the rankings, just what are some items we're going to need. So water, some food, probably better clothing would be nice. I think matches are pretty.
Yeah, compass might help.
Yeah, compass and map together.
Yeah.
So, all right, do you guys want to go over the rankings of where do you guys have your wilderness survival?
Yeah.
All right. Should we just go down the list of the item and then we can tell each other what our rankings of that item were, or do you want to start with what's most important?
We can just go down it and then.
Okay.
Just say what we numbered it as, yeah.
Yeah, so it says we need to reach a consensus about the ordering of our lists. It says, so whenever we disagree, you should find a way. You should use persuasion to try and persuade your group members to reach a consensus. Okay. All right, so let's go through. We'll start with fanny pack of food, cheese, salami, etc. I put that as number 7. Actually, I think we should go by number 1 because then we can.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think it'd be easier if we start with 1. You know what I mean? That
right.
way.
Yeah, that's better. We should do that. All right. So what do you guys for number 1? I put matches, 30 dry matches.
Yeah. For me, number 1 and 2 was I couldn't come to a consensus really, but I just put like matches or water was 1, but I ended up going with the water purification tablets 1. But
I put the map as number 1.
I put map as number 2 because I thought my thinking of putting matches number 1 was we're cold and wet, and if we can't get warm, we're gonna die. Like that was my first priority of making sure that we survive the elements.
Yeah. I guess in the thought of what do we need to do first in helping everyone, that makes sense. Because I mean, everyone needs to get warm. You got injured people, and they need, their body temperature is going to drop first.
Right.
That makes sense.
So you guys, do you want to put matches first? Do you have any other suggestions for number 1?
No, it was between. I mean, I could have just as easily put matches for that one. So expired definitely. I mean, you're gonna want to fire.
Right.
People warmed up, so that's definitely one of the top ones for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark matches as number 1 for the group ranking for now.
Okay.
All right. So number 2, I put a plastic covered map of the region. What do you guys have? You agree?
I put number 2. Let's see.
What'd you put for number 2, Brandon?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Dylan, did you say you agree?
Yeah, well, I had put the compass, but that's because my map was number 1. But I think map should be number 2 and compass number 3.
Yeah, I definitely think whichever one we put first, whether it's compass or map, the other one should follow. Because
Okay, so
I mean,
we're in
it's not
right.
gonna be very good if you have a, map
Map.
and a compass.
Right. I think compass probably should be 2 and then map be 3. If we're doing it in sequential order, I think that a compass is a little bit more helpful than just a plain old map.
Yeah.
But so you guys are, I think everybody's, what I'm gathering, everybody's in agreement that the compass and map should be 2 and 3.
Yeah, I say because especially if you don't know, I mean, if you have a map but you have no idea where you are on the map, it'll be a little bit harder to find your way, find your bearings. But if you have a compass, I don't know.
You can at least have the directions, like north and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
I think it says in the situation that we know that what is it, the air, like the nearest road is 12 to 18 miles. Oh, it doesn't say direction. It just says miles. Okay. But let's just do that. We'll do 2 as the map, or 2 as the compass and 3 as the map. What do you guys have for number 4?
I put whiskey.
Whiskey? Is it for like sterilizing stuff?
Yep. I gotta, clean wounds.
cuts.
I put that way higher on my list, but I see why it's important if we're going to be going off of treating the medically wounded. Because
the only one I'd put, my number 3 was parachute cord, so I don't know if I'd put which one I'd put first, but
I guess we're kind of going through the rankings. So we're going through the rankings. So we have 2 compass, 3 maps, 3 whatever would be 4th in your mind now.
I'd say, I don't know.
I put parachute cord pretty high on my list. Does anybody have the actual recording?
The what?
The recording of this session. Because you can like view this and then you can be in. All right, so I think in parachute cord, or duct tape. I put duct tape.
Because if we're talking about like the immediate,
Oh, there's like a crazy.
I can see how whiskey could be pretty important, especially for those may have some cuts and scrapes depending on how bad they are. I mean, that could get pretty infected. So,
Hey Brandon, do you have another window open up for Google Hangouts?
sorry, do I have what?
Do you have another with Google Hangouts right now?
No, the only other thing I have open is the document that I have for the all the wilderness survival stuff as far as how I ranked it.
Is anybody else hearing an echo?
No, I can hear it too.
Well, it's because we're using our speakers, so it's whatever I say comes back through the mic on your speakers.
Ah, gotcha.
Vice versa.
We're just gonna have to deal with it. All right. What do you guys want to put for 4 then?
I'm down for whiskey.
Yeah, I agree. We could do whiskey.
Alright, let's do whiskey number 4 then. Alright,
And then I think the parachute cord's pretty important after that.
I agree with parachute cord being 5.
Yeah, I actually put Mercy Flood as number 6, so that's right up there with being at 5, so we could do that.
And then I have water purification tablets. I'm pretty high up there.
That's what I had as my 6.
I had it as 3, but since we haven't done it yet, I think that could be a good next one.
The only reason I put it as my 6 was, I mean, we're next to a water source. We're next to the lake. We can boil water if we need water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't say we have anything really to boil the water with.
Yeah, well, like the things we've done so far is like to heal the wounded, to care for everybody. And I think now it would be smart to move on to like food and water.
Yeah.
So in that case, do we want to do the water purification tablets?
I was thinking water purification tablets 6, and then fanny pack of food 7.
Okay.
Do you guys want to do that?
That's good with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So now we have water, food, and matches, compass, and map. So now we're on number 8. I would say either clothes or duct tape. I'm just throwing duct tape out there.
I had put sleeping bags.
I have sleeping bags 9, so that's pretty close to 8.
Yeah. Mine's at number 8. Bags. Because are the set of clothes wet?
That's right.
That's why by the time my clothes dried, I'd be dry too. So I mean, I can live off of one pair of clothes for the week.
Yeah, my wet clothes was up there pretty high.
You can be in the sleeping bag. You can get warm, so I agree with that. Being 8. All right, so now we're on 9. We have.
So you want duct tape so we can fix things? Because I think if we did duct tape and then fishing poles, I mean that takes care of food for the next few days.
True. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do duct tape 9 then, and fishing poles 10. So now we're on 11. We have 4 things left. Insect repellent, frisbee, a set of clothes, and flotation device.
I say frisbee is last on the list. What are we using that for?
Yeah. Frisbee,
I think of a frisbee being used for is like a what's it called? Plate or something. Like that's all I can think of.
If you're in the wild, like I'm fine eating with my hands.
Yeah. It was like the second to last on my list.
So just to get it out of the way, do you guys want to just put that as 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that 14. So now we have personal filtration device, a set of clothes, insect repellent. I kind of think clothes would be good for 11. Put them by the fire. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Insect repellent.
I just don't know what we would use the flotation devices for. I mean, if we had to cross the river.
Yeah.
But
I'm assuming everybody knows how to swim pretty well.
Well, but we do have a broken leg.
That's true.
That's true. That is true. Somebody can't swim with that.
Well, I mean, we can fix the canoe if we have duct tape and stuff.
Yeah. But honestly, I'd probably take the flotation device over the insect repellent.
Yeah. What do you need insect? I can have a couple mosquitoes.
Do you want to do insect repellent 13 then?
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright. So now it's just 11 and 12 for clothing and flotation device.
Yeah, I don't know. If you dry the clothing, like, then I could see more use for it. But just as a wet set of clothing, I don't know what you're gonna do with that.
And I just don't think it's very important because you already have a set of clothing on that's going to be dry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. So 11, 12? Clothes being 12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's our rankings. So now we need to, let's see. Ask each group member to record the consensus ranking in column C on their individual wilderness survival table. So did you guys get that in your table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I filled it out.
Introduce the expert rankings and have students record this information in column D. Okay, so here's the background for the expert rankings. The correct answers are based on the opinions of two experts, Jeff Stemmerman and Ken Gieske of REI Outfitters, both of whom act as guides for canoe trips to the Boundary Waters region. The experts agreed that the best course of action for the group was to repair one of the canoes and send two of the most experienced and least injured people to paddle to a road and got to Grand Marias for help. Because a search party would not even leave for at least 5 days and might not find the group for a couple days more, this would cause severe hardship on the group, particularly the one with the broken leg.
Hey, Alex, I can't hear you.
Oh, I don't know why. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah.
My mic was muted for some reason.
Yep. So for a while, I don't know what you were saying.
Okay. I'll reread a paragraph. It says the experts agreed that the best course of action for the group was to repair one of the canoes and send two of the most experienced and least injured people to paddle to a road and get to Grand Marias for help. Because a search party would not leave for at least 5 days and might not find the group for a couple days more, this would cause severe hardship on the group, particularly the one with the broken leg. The heat is way down and there is minimal protection from rain and cold since the tent and tarps were lost. Cold and rainy weather at this time of the year is life-threatening, so the group must get help as soon as possible. It is estimated the group of two would move faster than if everybody went along and they could get some help within 1 day. Then a helicopter could be sent to the campsite. So the first priority of the group then is to go for help. In order to do this and survive, it is important to get warm and try to dry out wet clothing and sleeping bag. However, since it started to drizzle and may rain, there's no assurance things will get dry soon. In that case, the party of two needs to leave quickly in wet clothes and take their wet sleeping bags with them. Okay. So here's the rankings on the experts' rankings. This is going to be surprising. The number one is duct tape.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It says duct tape, this is the most essential thing because it is the only way to repair the canoe. It can be used to patch up the 10-inch sheet to fix the broken gunwales. Other uses for the tape, which experts say is essential on any such trip, is to repair the fishing pole with large sticks to set a temporary split for the broken bone. Lastly, it can be used to fashion a makeshift pan to boil water. However, caution must be used to keep the tape far enough away from the flame and allow the water to get so hot that the heat can get so hot. Interesting. Okay, so for number 2, they put personal flotation devices. So it's duct tape, then personal flotation devices. Okay, number 3 is map of the area. So we got that right.
That's good.
Essential for 2 people striking out. Number 4 was sleeping bags. Number 5 is matches. Number 6 is food. And then number 7 is clothes. I'll read the reason why they said clothes is 7. Because when it stops raining, the extra clothes and dry out, and the remaining people can wear them. This greatly helps chances of survival for keeping dry and increases warmth. Dry clothes are even more important than fishing poles is number 8. And number 9 is parachute cord. And then 10 is insect repellent. I don't know why they need to put that in.
Well, that's kind of surprising.
11 is water purification tablet. 12 is yellow frisbee.
Really? Do they have a reason why? Like, what's
It says not it was brought for recreation. It actually has some survival value. One use is to heat water in it, being careful that the heat does not melt the plastic. Fish can be boiled in it as well as can hard candies in water to provide a warm liquid for the group. The frisbee can be used to fan the fire through blowing on it. Though blowing on it works too, and it can be used for recreation.
That's weird.
That's weird. This is surprising. They put compass as number 13.
Why? Compass is 13.
Yeah. It says this is not as important as the other I guess that's true. And then whiskey is 14. Guess because alcohol causes dehydration and hypothermia getting older after drinking alcohol. Huh. Now, so we need to discuss the expert ranking. Significantly differs between the group ranking and the expert ranking. So I think the biggest difference was the compass.
Yeah.
And duct tape. And the personal flotation devices.
I just did all the group error stuff. The biggest was compass, and then the next one was whiskey, and then duct tape. Yeah. Oh, and our flotation devices.
Yeah. So I've got whiskey, personal flotation devices, or duct tape. was interesting. Interesting. I guess what we can learn is that the experts obviously know what we do. We're not that prepared. Okay, so now we all need to finalize our table scores. All right, so everybody's finished the table scores. Do we put negatives in there?
No, it says to put them all as absolute.
Okay. All right. So you individually score code, numbers, and columns. We got 56 for our individual.
I got 70.
I got 68 for our group. You get that?
I'd gotten 66. I probably did my math wrong.
I did it in my head. I don't know.
Oh,
Did you do it in Excel?
on my phone. Yeah, I got 66.
All right. I think that's correct.
And then persuasion score, I got 18.
I got 35. Okay. All right. I need your guys' individual scores.
70?
1 second. Yours is 70, Dylan?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 54.
Okay. It looks like our average is 60. All right, so what was your persuasion score doing?
18?
18. Alright, I think we're done now.
Alright.
I just need to record this stuff. Alright, so who's the group leader for next week?
Was it Brandon?
Brandon?
Well, now I have to redo that sheet that I emailed him.
Do you guys want to plan on the same time next week?
Yeah. I'm good with that if it works for you guys.
Works with me. Alrighty. So I'll post the link and I'll do the posting that we need to do.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Alright. I'll talk to you guys later.
See you guys
Alright,
next
guys.
week.
Next week.